Hey guys, I finally found what I needed to do. Don't know how I missed this button here, but yeah. And now to kill some time, I'm gonna let auto fight these enemies. Auto fight these enemies.
Let's see what you've got.
You got spirit!
I'm on a roll now!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
For my lord!
Look sharp! Pieces!
Damn it, get it!
You're mine!
Its armor is too
Tiger
strong.
Blade! Split it open!
Be my guest.
Now I'm in the groove!
Here I come. Shine, radiant light.
Let them regeneration! Now you see what I can do!
No further.
My shield!
You see what happened there as you crossed me?
Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have a long way yet to go.
I mean, that wasn't enough time.
That's far enough!
Engaging!
I won't show you any mercy.
Bring him
Down!
Here we go!
Double demon fang.
Where are you going? This one's mine!
I'll crush you.
That's my cue!
Shut him
Lightning
down.
reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Benediction.
Ready and rare! I'm on a roll now! Rip and tear! This one's mine!
Darkness.
Negative game!
Look sharp.
Lightning tiger blade!
Benediction light.
This one's mine! I'll finish you here and now! Now! Howl! I'll face piercing roar!
Demon fang. Double demon fang. Demon fang.
Talon hurricane!
I'm ready.
Tiger blade! Looks like we got them all.
Alright, now that I'm back. Let's do this.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
What? Bruh. Games.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something. I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danny Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we villains live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the ends. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold!
Is that classified as a dragon or a wyvern?
Enjoy your meal!
Are you really not gonna fight? I don't like this thing. Oh, it's Anne.
Sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Dang.
I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe
She
me.
has buttons for
Every
this,
step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Watch this!
Shield and ring!
Burn! Here I come! It's all
This one's mine!
I think it's kind of hard to hit.
Super swallow cat!
Switch to
Rising Wyvern!
Eagle ray! Mine! I'm on a roll now! Here! Right! I'm gone! Going in!
Resonate with the earth!
Tiger blade! Lion howl! Time to shine!
Nothing street!
Eagle fly!
I'm ready!
This one's mine! Going in!
First strike!
Here's
Rising
the
Wyvern!
Stay away!
Soaring Light
Here
Spear!
goes! I'm gone!
Shine! Radiant light! Pulse of regeneration!
Now I'm in the
Rising
groove!
Falcon!
Regenerate!
Soaring Light
Go
Spear!
in.
Take to the fray!
Ride for me! Look sharp!
First strike! Be still! Soaring Burn in Hell!
Blood!
Here's the draw! Dare you!
Bloody
Hollow away!
Eternal Devastation! Hurricane Thrust!
Art seal!
Shield and ring! Roll now! Regenerate!
I owe you one!
Big blast! The power of me! I got
Flaming
you!
Thrust!
Elusive deity!
I'm on! Flaming Thrust!
Eagle ray!
Soaring Light Spear!
Fool!
I'm on!
Light!
You're my...
Heal! Shield and make! Time to shine!
Flaming Thrust!
I'm gone!
Hurricane Thrust!
Right!
Fire!
Super swallow dance!
Luna Rongo! Be still!
Piercing
Soaring Light Spear! Take this!
Time to shine!
This one's all mine!
Going in!
Shine!
Radiant
Here
Thrust!
Flaming Thrust!
Regeneration!
Not today!
I'm on it!
Don't suffer in silence!
Going in! Appreciate the help!
Bathed in blood!
Download!
Soaring Light Spear! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Lunar Rondo!
Going in! Take this! Super Tiger Blade! Talon Hurricane! Flaming Meteor!
Regenerate! Flaming Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
Can
Make it in time.
Here, I thought I got it.
Benediction Light.
On guard! What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
I break you all down.
Lunar Rondo! Eagle Ray!
Hurricane Thrust!
Alright, let me at him!
Lunar Rondo!
I'm ready to
From
go!
beyond, infuse it with
Silver
light.
Here goes!
Representation. Dazzle!
Not yet!
Soaring Light Spear!
This one's mine! Going in! On guard! Take this!
Flaming Thrust!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolitor!
Benediction
Hatred! Going in!
Flaming Thrust!
Look sharp!
Lunar Rondo! It's wide open! It
We're
won't
interrupted.
escape
What
me!
are you doing?
You're mine!
Look sharp!
Hollow Blade! Strike!
Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the groove!
Severing
This
Wind!
one's mine! Eagle
Ah!
Fire!
Not today!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready! Burn!
No escape!
I never miss!
I'm the shot! What? Rolling
Take
snare!
this! Flaming Thrust!
Going in!
Fool!
Eagle shot!
Blind Hit! Be still! First strike! I'm not done!
Shield and free!
Blind you Falcon!
Armor won't save you!
Ah!
Here's the
Severing
roll!
Wind! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Radiant light!
Tear!
Time to shine!
Here I come!
Appreciate the help! Look sharp!
Here I come!
Eat this!
Here goes!
Piercing
I'll
roll!
face you!
Talon Storm!
Going in! Swallow
This
Blade!
one's mine!
Eternal
One
Devastation!
more! Eagle Tiger Blade! Now I'm in the groove!
Flaming Ignite!
On guard!
This should do it!
I'm ready!
Meteor!
Confiscated!
Piercing
This
roll!
one's mine!
Talon Hurricane! Do it!
In an instant! Impact Rock!
Radiant light! Blaze of regeneration!
You're mine!
One's mine! Tiger Blade! What's this?
No, she's officially fighting
Attacking
now.
separately! I can't let me hit on her!
Keep it up! Play on it. And take out the monster first!
I'm not done!
Right!
Benediction Light. She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away! You're mine!
Hurricane!
Swallow Blade! Rising Light! You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
I thought you had that running well.
If you hear that! Shine Radiant Light!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Stay away from my friend!
You will suffer!
It's on! Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! Negative gate! That looks bad.
Wits about you, people! I'm just getting started.
This should do it!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Eagle dive!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Death on the wind! Far enough!
Just a bit.
Try harder! Now!
Searing flame! Reload!
Death on the wind!
Searing flame!
Where are you going?
Here's a healing!
Eat this!
Eat this! Oh, that's a way!
There's too much going on.
Flame of fury!
Burning fire!
Ready!
Just getting started!
Confiscated!
I'm on it!
Do I have to personally target her?
Take this! It's over!
I'm on it!
Anyway, you're trying to use it.
I'm not done!
Hurricane!
Flash!
I'm
Rising
just saving you so you pick up that desperation again.
Leave the charges to me!
Because you just targeting me with magic, then it's all cool.
Any more of this and I'll burn out! Thanks! Be still! Luna Rondo! Soaring Light Spear! Rising Falcon! Be still! Soaring Light Spear! You'll pay for that! Hurricane Thrust! Rising Falcon! This one's all mine! Not today!
That frickin' does it!
Take this! Flash! Rising Wyvern! This should do it!
Just try and
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Will this help?
Forgive me.
Be still!
My fault.
Bloody holiday!
From beyond! There!
denied!
I wonder if I can even reach her. Can't even target her.
Take that! That frickin' does it!
Be still! It's over.
This one's mine!
You will suffer!
Here's a healing arc!
Well, it's not for me, it's for going with this one. Don't be actually dodging it.
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Here, let me help.
Goodwill!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
You're mine! Be still! Luna Rondo! Rising Falcon!
Far enough!
It's over! Flash!
I'm out of
Swirl
ammo!
Blade!
Back into the front!
You're mine! You're finished!
Will suffer!
Negative gate!
Take this!
Swallow blade!
I'm only getting started! Primed and ready! Annihilation!
Watch this!
Okay.
judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Radiant, here! This one's mine!
You will suffer! Behold my true power!
Death's abyss!
Far enough!
Be still!
Here goes!
Right
No rest for the
Water,
wicked.
hear my call!
Eternal devastation!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Here's evil!
Eternal devastation!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending
I'll
calamity!
end you! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Hey, yeah, you're right in front of us. Nah, no time to get
You
emotional.
murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
I don't think that's all. I think you should have just killed him. Oh, wait, he's back.
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make
Nah,
it
you're
up to
getting
you,
cut
my
by this
lord.
man.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
We brought the fight away.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
something? Let go of me! Let me go!
Shionne!
Alphen!
That's one way that you could be.
Shionne!
Snap. It's over, man.
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Better both go to that. Subject 1273. Until then, you are to calm your mind and wait for further instructions.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Hey, no one has voice acting. I know there's a flashback, but oh well. Thank you for the follow. We're just in the middle of me going through this flashback sequence.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Yeah, I know where your room was. It is important.
I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Iori.
So that's not a good place.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Iori. No! Wait, please. Wait,
Yeah, my armor got sharp a little all of a sudden.
What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
It really just boosted the blue of my entire outfit. Well, still give us the rest of it. Like, I get it, you're in pain, chill.
Niori. Shion.
Oh, look, a slime.
Damn it.
You really have magic.
Take this! Swallow blade!
You really have armor.
Here I come! Slash! Eternal devastation! You're mine! Swallow blade! Eternal devastation! You're mine! Crush! Eternal devastation! Take this! Swallow blade! Demon fang! Eternal devastation! Crush! No escape! Swallow blade! Try harder! My turn! No escape! Swallow blade! Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation! Try harder! It's on! I'm not done! Slash! Rising wyvern! Stardust! Rising falcon! Eat dirt! Take this! Slash! Rising wyvern! Rising... Take this! You're finished! Slash! Rising wyvern! Rise... You're mine!
Ain't that quiet without her being
Slash! Swallow blade! You're mine! You're finished! Rising wyvern! Here I come! Swallow blade! Demon fang! Rising wyvern! Miranda! Here I come! It's over! Slash! Crush! Wind! Take this! You're finished! It's on! Demon fang! Severing wind! Take this! Swallow blade! Rising falcon! Eternal devastation! Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance! Here I come! You're finished! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! You're finished! Slash! Crush! Eternal devastation! Crush! Slash! Try harder! Crush! You're mine! No escape! Swallow blade! Flaming thrust! Soaring light spear! Rising falcon!
Okay, I can't use my stars anymore. I don't know
It's
how to use
over!
them.
Swallow blade! It's not! Now! Take this! It's over! Crush!
First, we need to find a Dooney. Say who?
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Voron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
He's not exhausted. He is mentally destroyed.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For...
Now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
And when they're talking to me, but they're talking.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
It ain't good. You better explain to us the whole story. That flashback sequence wasn't good enough.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the Spirit Channeling Ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home? committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Boy, sit back down.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Others, this is crazy. Just like like, yikes. That was some plot to the face.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen. I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
You're kind of weak on my team. I won't lie.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
I kind of realized that part is small.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Xion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori? One of their own? To serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
They have a small party.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
In a speech only Law could give.
Back to the inn, I guess.
That definitely was a Law certified speech. I don't think anyone could have pulled that one.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Are attacking.
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Is this sad? I feel like he looks better when half of his mask on. I'm gonna care about all that later.
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Seeing that the Zeugles is at the camp and
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no Zeugle pump.
Fine by me! Let's get to work then!
This one's all mine. Swallow blade.
Are those arms even natural?
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll
You
split
picked
it
the
open!
wrong fight. Be my guest. Take this.
This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern.
Going in!
Counter.
I can carve through!
Rising Wyvern. Rising.
I'm on a roll now!
Here I come. It's over.
there's so much going on.
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up. These fists have got your name on them!
I'm not done. I'm Swallow blade. Strike. Crush.
Damn it, I'm hurt.
It's on. Here I come.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Now! Talon Storm! Eternal Devastation! Tear! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! Glimmer Dragon! It's over! Look sharp!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Like, he just looks so weird without that other half, man. I don't know this man. Yeah. I don't know. Fights a little bit rough. I kind of want them not to be rough. I don't want to lower the difficulty though, but I'm gonna have to see some DLC could make my life easier. But in any case, with that said,